The jump setters of Sweden, they won that encounter, sat at 9th place.
They're key.
Coached by Andre Tomatis, the former Italian player. He's done a fantastic job with this team, he really has. They were last... It's a good start for the Czech pair. Pressed on his knee, Schweiner transition setting that one, but Guto continues the in 2012. So it's been some time since they've had male representation. In the women's game, there's obviously start. Marco, you've played against both of these teams. Is there anything that you would be trying to do that would make your life easier?
Makes it really hard to block and defend.
Yeah, we were saying yesterday, weren't we, that Evandro is so big on the net, especially on two. He can go... Plays with so much suave, doesn't he, Guto?
Yeah, definitely.
Job that even Brazil have done. We've talked a lot about the Czech team coming out and making this final at the expense of some really good experienced teams, but it's not easy pairing up with somebody maybe a week or two.
Disturb you from your partner, and sometimes you're just excited to play with each other, and I think that's the case for those two guys, and they definitely used that well, and you can see.
Yeah, sharing the same room for a small one at the same time. Couple of questions. Who do you think is the fastest defender in the world, Marco?
Yeah, I think Guto.
Evandro back to the service line. A couple of questions about whether this Czech team could be the next beach volley Viking.
Or call them similar to Counter-Loziak, the Polish teams.
Leading of the game in block defense is a slightly different game to running the ball around, and look, plays like this, quick balls in the middle, trying to move the blocker again. The Czech pairing is Schweiner from the left side. Not so emotional. Obviously, Bruno not here this week because of COVID. He's suffering from COVID for a period of time in Brazil. Had a tough couple of weeks in their living here, but they will be in Cancun, you can be assured of that.
Don't really get a good block defense on that.
Yeah, the two ball is damaging, especially with when a server is penetrating in. It's a little bit swipey.
Fun.
Yeah, he's really getting, maybe not on this time because, or maybe this time, the ball's a little bit out of system. Can maybe stay a little bit higher, but now maybe. Blockers like yourself, Anders Mole, so low, hiding out the vision, popping up again, but it's slightly more difficult. Oh my... Against the world #1 team of Sarah Pavin, Melissa Humana Paredes, rumour has it that it means that the Americans, there was so much information to really help.
A good decision. He could do the same again as a part.
The tactics of the Czech pairing. Let's see what they serve up next. It's a great pass, and the ball's quick inside.
Court vision.
Yeah, the more you pass on the net, it's the better vision that you can have as a volleyball world. Please make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you subscribe. Teams from one end, floating from another, but
get comfortable in their side out with different options, and like that they always put pressure and.
Or maybe out the back. Perisic serving Guto. Guto takes a step inside. Good hand setting. The ball's just blowing off. You can really see.
Schweiner was really impressive in blocking.
Timing is so good. That's way back from Brazil. But with Evandro hitting on two, and when Evandro gets going, well, he takes the whole of Brazil with him. Big serve, but a little bit out of system. High line.
I mean, that's a great result for them.
As we were saying, history being made this week due to it being the first event since the pandemic. The FIVB have done a great... Guto will certainly have something to say about that. Evandro will certainly have something to say about that. But it is event. Perisic and Schweiner are at 14 with the top 13 going. Near enough they're at 12 because two of the teams above them have already qualified through different routes. That's an overset. That's a great earlier on in last year before we had the break. Hand setting. Good. Where it's very tough to keep your angles as a spiker and to have too much choice in your offense. But the passing and setting.
Evandro didn't have the biggest impact on the game until now. I think he still didn't score any aces, so we're still waiting for him to...
An 8-0 up, but not today from Evandro. Event. The first got same success, and at the moment it looks as if they're looking very strong for that first.
Has a really good chance to be a point.
Yeah, absolutely. Off the hands this time. Chases on Guto. Stop it. Tomahawk. And there's a scoop. What a rally. Guto again. It's the second one-handed diving save we've seen. And then Evandro.
5. The other team, the Czechs, going with...
In that third round matchup. And that's a big high swing.
Staying a bit in the middle with the wind, but still he can put more pressure on that ball.
Yep, absolutely. Very tight from Evandro this time. It's tight. And Evandro again is setting butter to the pin. Chase on this, another big rally here. Brazil are really showing character. They're refusing to give in. And they've made more running. Evandro, get your skates on, big sir. Tough end to this second set for the team in yellow. Oh, Evandro on 2. Squeeze.
Just press over and give my...
Maybe against Evandro, you might have to be a bit higher as a block.
That's one thing that he's technically and like he's very coordinated. And
from the Czech pair, and it's just trading away. More 2 balls from Evandro. Yeah, the spin makes them playing in their 5th. Final 4. Evandro, 9 blocks communicated. Interesting time as the ball's off the net for the first time in a long time, and because the pass is off the net, it really brings Guto alive. And we haven't seen Guto quite at his best so far, but there is a dig from the Czech Republic as well. Guto goes high line, but Perusic is on everything. He's matching the Brazilian defender. And come onto that list, but that was some rally, some speed, and also defense is one thing. And it's been more one-sided than anyone would have thought at the start of the game, Marco.
Yeah.
Czech pairing have really played block defense well. They've also run the ball around nicely. Evandro needing something special in this one. Doha has been the perfect host of the first FIVB World Tour event for a long time. On the turn, Evandro, high enough. Slightly off the net, but the back set is still in play. And is there a talk from the middle? 3 in a row from Evandro. Now into the wind, and the ball's back off the net. And that means you can't run the ball around so much. This is playing back into Evandro's hand. They needed to get Evandro off serve, Marco. The celebrations can't start yet, though. Gonna keep planting the ball in here, making it difficult for Schweiner. Now he's from the middle, and it's Evandro, but the cover is good. Flipper set is also good. And now the pass is starting to go astray. Schweiner needs to hit his way out of... Only just heating up here. A change of sides very late to get Perusic. It's too close to call right now. Perusic trying to take this into his own hands. Back set again. It's way off the net, though. So there should be a dig, but... Doha. Clutch from Perusic, but even stronger from Guto. He hammers deep angle. Off the net spiking now from Perusic. This is taking a long time to heat up, but it certainly is now, and it's gone long. Schweiner is serving for one of the biggest moments. Schweiner the target from the inside. Quick ball to the middle. It's gone around Evandro, and there you have it. The celebrations can begin.